When I think of teen anxiety and depression, I'd say that the first words that come to my mind are stigmatisms against both adults and children.
Teachers, pressure from parents.
Relationships, oh my God.
Peer pressure.
Celebrities, sports.
The way we view ourselves, like our perspective.
The feeling of not having enough.
We define social emotional health as capacity to understand and manage emotions, reactions, and relationships. And I think we're really struggling as a society right now around all of that.
First word that comes to mind when I think of depression is definitely alone.
They're living their lives very isolated.
With the impact of social media, you're getting all this negative information.
Stigma is if you're outward and saying, oh, I'm so depressed, I need help. People will say, oh, she's just doing it for attention.
But I definitely think that there's a majority that are struggling that just don't know how to show it.
A lot of people turn to drugs and alcohol just because it kind of numbs it. And a lot of people don't feel comfortable enough to actually say something.
They know that they're going through problems, but they want to see if they can handle it themselves.
But it's not really coping when it's not dealt with.
I think we don't know how to. We're not really taught.
People don't have the tools to ask for help. While it feels like everybody is connected, they're actually isolated.
The rift between generations is really wide.
Most people don't feel comfortable talking to adults, and that's the real problem.
I have a lot of things going on in my life, and it builds up, and I talk about it with my mom, and that's like a great help that I have. But I see other youth, and they don't have that help. I have friends who have looked towards adults that they're supposed to be able to trust, and the adults tell them, you don't have anxiety, depression isn't real.
A lot of adults just kind of brush it off until something very serious has happened. And then they're like, oh, this is serious. And it's like, yeah, they told you months ago that it was.
I don't think the youth or the adults have an understanding of what they're supposed to say.
We're missing it many times because we're not even aware of what it looks like. And then if we are aware of what it looks like, we don't know what to do about it. And I truly believe that increased education equals decreased fear and decreased stigma.
If you don't understand, don't try to understand. But you can definitely try to help. Now, there are some adults who do understand what's going on, and there are some adults who have now started corporations, they've started organizations, and they've just gotten out of their comfort zone and gotten out of their adult bubble and are actually helping people.
I think the missing piece is exactly what the Halliburton Foundation actually addresses. The missing piece is society needs to badly want to make a difference. We really have to change the way we talk about it, the way we diagnose the illnesses, the way we treat them. We need to take it seriously and not really be shy and silent about it.
It's like you have to keep going because time doesn't stop for you.
I'd say something that gives us all hope is that we know that we're not alone.
I think more people are starting to speak up.
Without that underpinning of hope and optimism, then we're part of the problem.
So there's not a better generation. There are different things that we're all to learn from the generations before us and those behind us.
I just think there's hope in us just unifying together and understanding that you can't fight this by yourself, but you can totally fight it with someone else.
Not be seen as a weakness, but as something that people can't help and that they can fight and that they can win.